What is the chess opening that world champions couldn't solve? Imagine a chess opening so tricky that even the best players in the world have trouble mastering it fully. That opening is the king's Indian defense. It's known for its sharp, unpredictable positions and complex strategies. Unlike more straightforward openings, it doesn't follow the usual rule of controlling the center with pawns right away. Instead, Black allows White to take space in the middle with pawns like 1d for and to c4. Then Black fianchettos the king's bishop, placing it on a long diagonal, and prepares to strike back at the center and the king's side. This setup creates a game full of tension and tactical possibilities. The reason many world champions find it hard to solve the king's Indian defense is because it's not just about memorizing moves. It involves understanding many different plans and ideas for both sides. The positions can change quickly, and both players have multiple ways to proceed. For example, White might try to push for a quick attack on the king, while Black aims for a counterattack on the queen side or in the center. This variety makes it difficult to find a single, perfect response that guarantees an advantage. Compared to classical openings like the Ruy Lopez, which have been studied for hundreds of years and have very deep theory, the king's Indian defense remains more flexible and less solved. It's a dynamic opening that invites players to think on their feet. Even top players like Garry Kasparov and Bobby Fischer used it, but they also knew how complex it was. Kasparov, for example, played it often and contributed to its development. But he also admitted that it's tough to prepare for fully because of all the different plans and tactical motifs involved. This opening also challenges some traditional ideas about controlling the center with pawns immediately. Instead, it follows a hypermodern approach, controlling the center with pieces and then undermining White's pawns later. This strategic flexibility is part of why it's so hard to solve in a definitive way. It's a game of constant adaptation, where understanding the ideas behind the moves is more important than memorizing lines. When choosing an opening, especially at higher levels, players need to think about their style and what kind of positions they enjoy. The king's Indian defense offers exciting counterplay, but it demands a lot of study and understanding. It's not just about memorizing moves but about grasping the underlying plans and ideas. For beginners, it's a good example of how controlling the center with pieces and being flexible can lead to rich, complex games. So, the opening that world champions have not fully solved is the king's Indian defense. Its deep strategic ideas, tactical richness, and variety of plans make it a challenge for even the strongest players. It shows how in chess, mastery isn't just about memorization. It's about understanding the ideas behind the moves and being ready to adapt as the game unfolds.